Okay, so before I move on to the reading, if you want something more personalized, okay, you can ask for a full moon or new moon reading if you decide to, or you can check us out at girlintomoon.com and have a look and see, maybe you may resonate towards something else. Okay, so let's start with this reading and see what comes through. Okay, just shuffling first, allowing the energies, the collective energies of all Aries. Okay, so Mama Moon, let us know what's happening. So the energies or the theme of the moon for you Aries. Okay, let's have a look. Let's have a look. We'll keep it secret for now. So what is it that you need to release and leave behind, and how to get the most out of this moon energy? Okay, something new that you should explore. Okay, we've got that one standing out. What is it that you should be mindful of? Okay. And for the message from Mama Moon, I'm actually going to ask Mama Moon to give me a message through one of these cards, okay? So one of these oracle cards. This is called The Soul's Journey by James Van Praagh. Okay, let's have a look. So for you Aries, the energies or the theme of the moon is all about connecting. Okay, it's all about connecting, it's all about compromise, it's all about new beginnings relating to connecting or compromise. Okay, these could relate to relationships. So it could be like a new relationship, it could be a new situation that involves business. It can be, maybe it's time to kind of like connect with yourself. Okay, so it could be relating to your shadow side as well. So it does kind of point towards the polarity of situations as well. So whether you're going through a good situation or a bad situation, this is saying you are learning from the polarity of it. Okay. So if you're going through a hard time, it's saying you're learning to understand the total opposite of what that is, and now you understand why. Okay, so that kind of message coming through there. So the energies or the theme of the moon is basically all about you connecting with yourself, connecting with others. There's a lot of love here. We do feel that love coming through. But it can also relate to, you know, connecting and compromising and solving something that involves another entity, such as another person, another business, or a business, or your inner self, your true self. You know, like going inwards and dealing with your shadow side and so forth as well, connecting with yourself at a certain level with love. Okay, we're getting that coming through. Okay, so what is it that you need to release and leave behind? Now, I don't read upside down cards because all the cards involve both energies anyway. So there is the positive and negative in all the cards. So it's always best to point out both. Okay, so what to release and leave behind if something's out of balance. Okay, so this could be like gaining balance by going inwards. Okay, gaining balance or putting something right by connecting and compromising, okay? Finding balance in a situation, okay? Balance here, that's what's coming through. Harmony, balance, harmony, balance. We see those, the polarity, the negative and the positive, okay? You need a balance of the two polarities, and we see that in there as well, okay? So what you need to release is, if something is out of balance, releasing that imbalance, okay? Disharmony, okay? So that's what we're getting there. And also, if you're dealing with some legal issues, okay, legalities, bureaucracy, this is not just legal stuff. It can involve paperwork, bureaucracy, anything to do with bureaucracy, okay? It's time to leave all of that behind once and for all, okay? It's like, done that. How to get the most out of the month? Empress. So this is pretty much like saying love, connecting, and the Empress is all about, you know, self-love. It's like, go get that massage done, you know, what feels good in the physical body, because the Empress is all about feeling the connection with Mother Earth. It's Gaia, it's Terra. Terra is similar to the name Tara, okay? That is what the world is actually named, Tara. But, you know, in time it has turned into Terra. It sounds like terrible or terrifying. But, yeah, Tara is actually female name. The world, the earth is feminine. Okay, it is very fertile. So the Empress is like a symbolic aspect of the earth. Okay, she's very fertile, she's very creative, she's very natural. So it's like enjoying the nature of the earth. Enjoy the natural aspect of yourself. Anything physical, so anything sensual, is also enjoying the natural, the physical, the bodily aspect of yourself as well. Okay, so if you feel like eating chocolate, eat chocolate. If you feel like doing something for yourself, do it. Okay, just enjoy the sensual pleasures. That's what this is all about, connecting to the earth, being in nature and so forth. Okay, so we see that there. And if you're in the southern hemisphere, it's all about delving in those beautiful sunburnt, or, you know, like the orange color of the leaves in autumn, etc., in pumpkins, the harvest. Okay. If you're in the northern hemisphere, it's all about delving in nature with spring, all of those spring flowers coming through. Okay, so that's the energy there. Something new to explore. So I've got Six of Wands here. Okay, Six of Wands can represent something that you haven't possibly done for a long time, okay, that you were quite successful in. And this could be absolutely anything that is quite creative, okay. And something new to explore can also be a situation that involves group activities, okay. So it could be like going to the gym, or joining a class to do yoga, or it could be like a weekend class where you're learning about energy healing or something like that. Okay, so something new to explore, something that you haven't done specifically, or you've done a long time ago and you've completely forgot, so it's like a new thing again for you. Okay, something new to explore that involves a group. Okay, group activity or a workshop or something like that. It can be creative, it can be spiritual, it can also be physical. Okay, physical meaning, you know, like the gym or a yoga group. Maybe, you know, this could be like, I wouldn't say it's a breath class or a meditation class, not like that. This is more like it could be spiritual in the sense of like Reiki, you know, like energy. delivering energy or passing on energy and stuff like that. It could be like learning about spiritual things, philosophy and so forth. Okay. What to be mindful of during this time? Your skill set. So is this something that you really want to do? Is it going to serve you in the future? You may not, you may think that it may not, but it may actually serve you in the future. It may actually be something very important for you in the future. It could be like that spice that you add to a dish that you didn't even imagine could bring about, an amazing flavor to that dish. Okay, so that's that's something that you should be aware of. Okay, the message from the moon is happiness. Be happy. Okay, I'm aware that being happy means that I am on the right path. So yeah, laugh more, be happy. Okay, so that's the message from the moon. Okay, let's move on, Aries. Now, keep in mind that it is a time that is specifically, for you to enjoy the sensual pleasures. That's what came through. Okay, so go for that massage, or that it could be a chiropractic adjustment or something like that, or it could be a sauna or a spa or whatever. Okay, it could even be like a manicure or a pedicure or whatever. Okay, so just enjoy the sensual pleasures. Eat whatever you feel like you want to eat as well during this time. Okay, you can. Okay, so enjoy the moon's energies. Let's move on to Taurus. Okay. So, Taurus, this is a moon, a new moon. Some people think it's Pisces, some people think it's Aries, but it's mostly in Aries. Okay, it starts off with Pisces, but moves more so into Aries very quickly. By the way, this is Dilosh from Girl into Moon. Forgot the introduction there. So Taurus, how is this going to affect you? I mean, it may be in your rising sign, your sun sign, the Aries or Pisces energies, okay, or in your moon sign, okay. So how will it affect you? Or it could be somewhere else in your chart. Now, if you want something more personalized, where we look at the specifics according to your details, you could ask for a full or a new moon tarot reading if you want, or an astrological reading as well. Just check us out at girlentermoon.com and see what you resonate towards. Okay, but let's have a look and see what comes through for Taurus for this moon. Okay, so energies or the theme of this moon for you, Taurus. Let's have a look. And I'm going to keep asking questions as we move forward. What is it that you need to release and leave behind? Oh, that one jumped. Okay. How to get the most out of this moon. Okay, so the moon will, the energies of the moon will last up to a week or even up to a month, depending on, how strong it resonates in or vibrates in your chart. Okay, something new to explore during this time. What you should be mindful of. Let me just bring this one down here. And also I have a message card as well, but that's going to be done with the Soul's Journey cards. wow, that was really, it really, you know, jumped out. Okay, let's see what comes through. Just put those aside. So energies or the theme of the moon for you, Taurus. Oh, moving away from something. Okay, so it's like you want, you know, you want to be secluded. You feel like you want to have some seclusion and you're moving away from something. It's like you're ending something, you're completing something, or you feel like you just want to have some time on your own. It's like, I feel like going and crawling into my cave and I don't want to be disrupted. I don't want to be disturbed, okay? So I want to stay there as long as I feel like I need to. That's the kind of energy I feel here, okay? So that's the energies or the theme of the moon. It's a dark moon, don't forget. It's not a full moon. Well, this picture doesn't actually show a full moon. It shows a crescent moon. But it's going to be a dark moon with a new moon, okay? What is it that you need to release and leave behind? We've got the World card here. Okay. Something that you're completing, okay? Because this is like moving on from something as well. So it's like something that you're completing. So you know, it's like once and for all, you're ending something, okay? You're completing something. And if you were thinking of traveling somewhere or going somewhere, because we do see this moving on, going somewhere, right? This is saying what you need to release and leave behind is this. It's like, do it once and for all, get it over and done with, okay? So, complete it, finish it, end it, complete it, because this is like completing a cycle, ending a cycle. That something's ending for you, Taurus. Okay, something is finally ending where it's like time to start afresh. How to get the most out of this moon energy? Moving. Well, you are going somewhere. Okay. Either you're moving or you're moving back home, or so if you've been like, if you moved out of home, okay, you're probably going back. If you like moved somewhere for a while, stayed there for a while, this is like saying, okay, I'm going back to where I used to be. Okay, I'm going back. It's like going back home, reuniting, going back to your origin, or if you kind of like were in, say you decided to do some sort of career path, okay, and you realized after a few years, okay, that it wasn't the right path for you, and you're going back to what you were initially doing in the past, okay, that is also another kind of way of explaining it. But this could also mean like maybe you moved house, or you moved out of home or something like that, and you're going back, okay? That's what this is all about. It's like going back to where you were, or going back to that point, okay? You're ending something where you're going back to that point, going back to home, going back to the drawing board kind of thing, okay? All right, something new to explore. Making plans. Okay, so you are making plans, or you've made plans for something that is new, that is, say, on your list of things, and this is saying you can explore one of those things. Okay, it's like you've made a list, or you've made a plan before, a while ago, long time ago. It's there. It's time to explore this. Okay, so this could be something that involves a relationship, coming together, a business, partnership. It could also be something like, you know, getting back together with friends, or, you know, as you go back home, for example, catching up, okay, with certain people kind of situation. Okay, what to be mindful of? Don't force yourself. If it doesn't feel right, if it feels like you've outgrown them, okay, don't force yourself to the point where you're bored out of your mind, okay? Maybe it's not the right environment to be in. Go and explore new environments, okay? It's saying that there is always an opportunity there, as long as you see it, okay? Don't feel like this is the end of the world kind of, you know, feeling. Don't get that feeling. Don't go into the darkness, okay? The negative state of mind. So the message from the moon is, don't have doubt. I release the need to know all the answers. You don't need all the answers as you go through this life's journey. Okay, there will be ups and downs. We live in a world of duality, polarity, and there's always a reason for the good and the bad. It's because we need to realize the total opposite of the experience. Okay, so moving on. Taurus have an amazing new moon. Now as we move on to Gemini. So hi there Gemini, this is Dilosh from Girl and to Moon, and we are going to be having this moon in Aries, okay, but it starts off with Pisces. So the beginning phase, the beginning early hours of that moon will be in Pisces and it moves into Aries. So it's kind of like a combination of the two energies. But how will this affect you? Depends on where you have these signs. So if you've got them in your ascending or your moon or some other, you know, aspect in your chart, you can, if you don't know much about it, you may want to have a full moon or new moon reading, for example, whether it's a tarot reading or an astrological reading. You can check us out at girlandtomoon.com, okay, and see what resonates with you. There's more there that, you know, than just the moon stuff. So yeah, it's best to just check us out and see, you know, maybe you may actually see something that resonates with you. Okay, so let's have a look and see what's happening for Gemini. Moving forward. So I'm going to be asking questions and the cards will reveal themselves to me. Okay, the first question, as I was about to ask, it jumped out. The question is energies or the theme of the moon. Okay, and it's an Aries moon generally, and it's a fire sign. So we've got that fire sign queen there. It means something. It's got nothing to do with gender. Okay, what is it that you need to release and leave behind? How to get the most out of this moon. This moon phase can last up to a month. Okay, something new to explore. What is it that you should be mindful of? Oh, okay. And the message from the moon is coming through these cards, which is called the Soul's Journey card. Imagination. Okay, so the energies or the theme of the moon, we've got the Queen of Wands, what to release and leave behind, how to get the most out of the month, what to be, something new to explore, got that there. And there's two cards in this one, which is what to be mindful of. Okay, so we've got those there, and this is the message from the moon. So the first one, Queen of Wands, energies or the theme of the moon is relating to this fire energy of Aries. Okay, we do have that, but the wand usually represents new beginnings. So it does represent a time frame of a new start. And this is like a general kind of feeling so far that I got with all the other signs as well. It's like a new beginning, okay, like moving on from the old, starting a new kind of situation. It does represent self-transformation, and also the wand energies, specifically the Queen of Wands. When we see it in this card, we see the lion, but in the traditional Rider-Waite tarot, we see a black cat in front of the Queen's feet. Okay, so the black cat represents mysticism, and we've got the High Priestess here, which is also a sign of the mystical arts. Okay, and when I'm talking about the mystical arts, the occult, okay, what is the occult? You may think it's this woo-woo magic stuff, but the occult is actually, it just means to dissect, you know, like science, looking into, like cutting it into pieces and dissecting it and exploring the tiniest details of it. Okay, that's the occult. Now, and it's energetic. We see that energy there. Okay, so self-transformative, creative, and full of energy. Okay, so the energies or the theme of the moon represent new ideas, initiating new stuff, and so forth. So that kind of energy is coming through. This one here also represents like a connection to, this is like maybe, you know, work based, but this could also, these two, when they come together, something to do with social environment. Okay, that's what I'm getting here. So what you need to release or leave behind is something to do with the community, or something to do with your social environment. Okay, something to, you're leaving behind a group, basically. Okay, that's what I'm seeing here. But something to do with a group, or you've finished something, you've completed something, you've succeeded in something, and you're leaving that behind now. Okay, that's what this is all about. It's like leaving behind something that you've succeeded in. Okay, how to get the most out of this moon energy. We see this High Priestess here, which is relating to the third eye, the imagination. Okay, we see that imagination coming through. The High Priestess is ruled by the moon. Okay, and this is like the dark moon, and it does represent the dark moon, because this figure that you see is underground. She is like, in mythology, she was like taken underground. Okay, and she lived underground, and she was imagining, this looks like a window, but it's not a window, it's pretty much like a screen. Okay, she was imagining what it's like to be out there. Okay, but her third eye was very strong. She was amazingly psychic and clairvoyant and clairaudient, and you know, she had all her clairs going on. Her imagination and foresight, third eye, crown chakra as well, was very, very wide open, strong. Okay, so she knew everything about everything. Okay, basically that's how I could explain it. Okay, so how to get the most out of the month? It does relate to imagination, you know, coming up with these ideas. See that spark there represents a new idea. It's like that aha moment. Okay, ideas, imagination going on. Okay, so going deep into your visions. It's not just imagining something, but envisioning something. Okay, visions. That's what I'm seeing there. Something new to explore is finding out what is restricting you. Okay, and what are your fears? What fears are holding you back for you to be able to delve into these areas? Okay, what is restricting you? What fears? What beliefs? Outdated beliefs? Okay, conditionings and so forth. Have a look at them. It's time to free yourself, okay, and liberate yourself. What to be mindful of? Okay, being fair being balanced and in harmony in the mental plane, but it all boils down to when you do go into the heart, that's when you actually bring something to being. Okay, now how can I explain that? So if we look at the Trinity, okay, see a triangle, the Trinity, the top, the apex. When you look at the sometimes you see a pyramid, okay, like a triangle with a third eye right up the top at the apex of the pyramid. That is actually the third eye, okay? And this symbol is a very, very ancient symbol that has absolutely nothing to do with the Illuminati, so forth, okay? Now, it's something that they have taken for themselves. Now, this just represents the Trinity and the body and how all of these perceptions and how this, I shouldn't call it the secret, but how you manifest something, okay? Now, the mind is the Father. You know, the Trinity is Father, Holy Spirit, and the Son, okay? So the Father is the mind. It's a masculine energy. The mind, the crown chakra is a masculine energy. The crown chakra, the brain, the mind, the third eye. Okay, so all of this is masculine energy. It's the apex of your physical body. Okay, and you need this in balance. That's what it's saying. Father. The heart is feminine. It is the mother, the Holy Spirit, the mother, the emotions, the spirit. Okay, that's where the spirit is. It's in the heart. Okay, so when you marry the father with the mother, what you get is the son, which is the creation of the two polarities. Okay, so through your imagination, you will be able to manifest, okay, if you do allow balanced thought and you marry it off with, okay, with the heart. In other words, do you care enough about it? Do you care enough about what it is that you're thinking of? If you do, you'll marry these two off and you'll have an offspring from it, which is action. And the action is not just you acting on it, but the energetic way of how things propel towards you. Okay, something is moving towards you. Something is going to manifest, basically. Okay, so message from the moon is imagination. I embrace and nourish the creative aspect of my mind, but make sure, okay, what to be mindful of? In balance. Okay, it needs to be in balance. Balance your mind, in other words. Okay, so that's what's coming through for you, Gemini. Okay, let's move on. So Gemini, enjoy this activity during the new moon. All right, let's move on to Cancer. Hi Cancer, this is Dilosh from Girl and to Moon, and I'll be doing a reading for all Cancers, okay, and it's related to the new moon that's coming up on the 21st of March 2023. Now it starts off as being a Pisces new moon and it moves into Aries. Okay, so be aware if you've got these signs in your ascending or moon or any other parts of your chart. Okay, or you know, if you're a little bit confused, you could even decide to go online and check us out at girlandtomoon.com, okay, and see if you resonate towards something, to have something done personally, like a astrological reading or a full new moon tarot reading or something else. Okay, we've got many other tarot readings there. Something may actually resonate with you. All right, so let's have a look. This is for Cancer, higher self. So I've got these questions coming through. Let's ask them energies or the theme of the moon. Okay. What to release and leave behind? What is it that Cancer should leave behind? Okay, we've got this Earth energy, world energy coming through. How to get the most out of this moon. It is insisting that I put these cards out. Okay. Something new to explore. What to be mindful of. And the message from the moon, I'm going to be using these cards, which are the Soul's Journey cards. Okay, let's have a look and see what comes through. So the first question was energies or the theme of the moon. We got Page of Cups. Okay, so basically this is all about you looking at your life. Okay, looking at your life in a sense, in a way, and seeing, is there enough love there? Is it limited? Or is there enough magic in my life? Okay, so this Page of Cups basically is all about your emotional connection to how you perceive your life. Okay, you may be emotionally narrowing the way you see your life or expanding it. Okay, you may think that I'm not good enough, I don't have enough opportunities, people don't love me, you know, pitying yourself to a point. Maybe this is how you may feel, but you may also feel totally the opposite. Okay, so energies or the theme of the moon is like you will be questioning yourself. You'll be looking at where you are. And it feels very philosophical to me. You know, it's like looking at the reasons behind why you even exist. Okay, that kind of energy coming through. But it's not to the point where you feel like, how would I say, it's not to the point where you feel like you want to totally put yourself in a cave and be there and kind of like delve into these questions of your life, etc. It's just a feeling of why this, why that, and am I like this? Am I limited? Am I seeing my potentials? You know, is it enough? Or was there something that I wasn't aware of? Okay. So that's the kind of energy I feel there. And usually the emotions are involved here. It just means that you are looking at things in an emotional kind of way. Okay. What you need to release and leave behind, we see the World card. The World card is something relating to the collective, something relating to the world. Okay. So it's, no, you're not releasing and letting go and leaving the world. It just means that there is something about the world, or a perception, or a knowing, or some sort of, this could be even like a collective karmic energy, okay, that is leaving, okay, that you are finally over and done with. Okay, it's like maybe like a pattern that's been going on for a while, and you're like, finally, I can release this. Okay, because I see like ending of a cycle, releasing yourself from this, feeling freedom. Okay, I do get that freedom energy coming through. So what to release and leave behind is an old cycle, or, you know, some people talk about the new earth, the old earth, etc. This could also be like starting to shed those old beliefs, or old karmic consciousness data, memories that are embedded into our cells. Okay, the cells of our physical body and our beingness, everything is consciousness. Even the cells are energy. Okay, so even though the body, when we move on, goes into the ground, there is still the cells in there. The cells of our body have memory, and that goes into the earth as a mineral. Okay, so this could be like finally releasing all of those memories that were no good for us. Okay, because I do see this final ending of a chapter or a cycle. Okay, so you're releasing that, which is an amazing kind of energy. Okay, how to get the most out of this moon? So it was really insisting on these cards, okay, and I do get these cards coming through, which is the Nine of Swords, which is all about worries, okay, but these worries are like things that you multiply in your mind. It's like maybe you got only one worry, but it may end up becoming many, okay. And we've got the Hermit here, which represents aloneness. Okay, maybe you want to you want to kind of like pull yourself back and be a little bit secluded. You know, it can mean that kind of energy. But we have the Tower here as well, which is like something around you is changing. Okay, I did mention a lot of this releasing and ending and so forth happening here. And this could be, okay, how can you get the most out of this moon? Okay, how can you get the most out of this moon is realizing that you are worrying for absolutely nothing. Okay, things are changing and it may feel a little bit hard at times. You may feel a little bit alone, but there are guides there, knowing that you're never alone. No one's ever alone. Okay, even if you live alone, absolutely you're never alone. Absolutely not. Okay, so what you were thinking in your mind, okay, or what you were worrying about, or what you were concerned about, these things are actually just, they're crumbling. Okay, the Tower card represents a crumbling of the situation. It's like the foundation of this situation wasn't strong anyway. It's crumbling. And the more you resist it, the more you try to hold the tower up, you're going to get crushed underneath. So in other words, the more you resist it, the more painful it will be. So it's time to let it happen. Let it happen. You're being guided. You're not alone. Okay? You're going through this process of understanding the spiritual aspect of all things. It's kind of like an awakening situation for you as well. It's very spiritual, it's very awakening. At the same time, a little bit daunting, and yeah, it can feel, you may feel even, you know, like afraid as well. Okay, it's natural, we're human beings. Okay, so this moon can feel a little bit, you may feel a little bit insecure. Okay, that's what these cards, they were insisting to come through, and they came through. Okay, that's what this is saying. But most of these things are actually multiplied in your mind. So if it's one or two things that you should be concerned about, you're thinking that it's like many. Okay, it's not. Okay, don't multiply it. That's what this is also saying. Okay, something new to explore during this moon. Okay, it's a growth spurt. That is why you're going through this. This is growing. This is expanding. Okay, so you will be exploring the feeling of growing and expanding spiritually. There is a spiritual expansion happening. You're learning something. You're experiencing something. Okay, you're growing. This could also be like maybe you're moving away from somewhere as well. Okay, physically. The Four of Swords is what to be mindful of. You need to rest or sleep more as much as possible. This is saying rest as much as possible, sleep more as much as possible. Okay, so this is very important. You may be, you know, studying or looking into things or trying to learn something, maybe spiritual stuff, etc. This is saying, don't forget that you need to also allow yourself to rest mentally first. Okay, mentally first. The message, loneliness. Okay, we remember this hermit. I said you may feel alone, okay, but you're never alone. Loneliness. I know that I'm never alone. Okay, so that's the message from the moon. Okay, so that's coming for you, beautiful Cancer. So enjoy the energies of this moon. Okay, make the most of it. All right, let's move on to who do we have next? Leo. Okay, Leo. Let's shuffle the cards. So Leo, this is Dilosh from Girl Enter Moon, and we do have this new moon coming up on the 21st of March 2023, and this moon starts off as being a Pisces new moon but moves very quickly into Aries. Okay, so it's like a combination of both the energies in the beginning, but it's normally, there we go, Aries. Okay, so it is an Aries energy. Okay, so let's keep shuffling. Okay, moving forwards and forwards and forwards and forwards. All right. So energies, or the theme of the moon for you. This one really wanted, oh, there's two. They insisted on coming through. Okay, keep moving. What to release and leave behind during this moon. How to get the most out of the moon energies. Something new to explore. Okay, let's have a look. Something new to explore. What is it that you should be mindful of? And the message, we've got these cards which are called the Soul's Journey cards. Okay, that's the message for you. Let's have a look. Energies, or the theme of the moon. We've got two cards, Six of Wands and King of Cups. Okay, so what we have here is, with the energies of the moon, we're seeing that there is some sort of like you may be interacting with others. Okay, and the people that you interact with, I do get this interaction coming through. Okay, it looks like a community, or yeah, it could be like a community situation, and I do see the success there. Okay, so you may feel a little bit successful during this time. Yes, you will feel this success coming through. Okay, now the community that you connect with, I don't see it as a local community. I feel as though this is like a soul family community. Okay, so connecting with people that are like-minded, or soul connection. Okay, and I feel that you are kind of like center of attention here. There's a lot of healing energy coming through. So whatever it is that you're doing during this new moon energy, okay, new moon time, there's a lot of healing, whether it's with towards you or from you to others. Okay, I do see that healing coming through. Okay, lots of healing energy coming through. So it does feel very calming, very healing. Yeah, that's what I'm feeling there. Okay, what is it that you should release and leave behind? If you've been if you've been feeling emotionally down or emotionally insecure, or relating to your emotions, if there's been something going on with the emotions, if there's been something going on with the lack of connecting to your feminine side, regardless of gender, if there's been a lack of connecting to the nurturing side of yourself, regardless of gender, if there has been a lack of a flow in your life with love, a flow in your life with creativity, a flow happening there. If there's been a lack of flow of something, okay, this could even be something physical, like a lack of flow in your lymphatic system, a lack of flow in your urinary tract or something like that, okay, because everything's connected. It's like a replication of that to that to that. So if there's been a situation like that in the recent past, a lack of flow of emotions, or maybe too much of the flow of emotions. Now we have to look at both sides of the energy. There could be, you know, like too much of it as well. If you've been not, for example, not drinking enough water, that could be a reason. If you've been drinking too much water, that could be another situation there as well. So we kind of have to have a look at all of this here. But this is very spiritual, okay? And I feel that something emotionally that you are feeling security in, that you are holding on to, okay? It's time to release and let go of it. Even if it feels scary, it's time to release and let go, okay? That's what I'm seeing there, okay? Something new to explore. So even if, for example, if you're not drinking enough water, you need to release that action. Start drinking more. If you've been drinking a lot, you need to release that action and drink less, etc. If you've been overly emotional and moody, you need to release that. If you have been blocking your emotions, you need to get in touch with your emotions and release that. Okay, that's what this is all about. If you haven't been feeling that creative, fertile, sensual side of yourself, it's time to connect to that and release being not in touch with it, regardless of gender, okay? The feminine side. All right, so something new to explore. A new, you know, this is like something new, like a philosophical, yeah, it could be a philosophical thing, because this here represents absolutely anything, something new to explore, absolutely anything that involves you investing your time into it. It could even be like reading a book, learning something, learning a new language, or learning something, learning how to do a craft, learning absolutely anything, okay? Because the Page of Pentacles represents the eternal student. Whatever you invest your time in, you will actually invest in, and it's like a memory that you collect in your beingness, okay? And it's there always then, okay? So that's what's coming through. Something new to explore, absolutely anything. That's what we see. All right, what to be mindful of? How to get the most out of the month was this one, okay? So how to get the most out of the month was to learn something new, okay? That's what I'm getting. But something new to explore. We see the Devil card. It's kind of like connected, the physical aspect of yourself. Something new, something sensual, something new that you may indulge in for a short time, not for a long time. Okay, this could even be something like you want to try out ayahuasca. Okay, this could be like, yeah, you could try that, but don't get addicted to these things. Okay, so it's saying something new to explore that is going to make you connect to the physical aspect of yourself, where you're feeling the sensuality, but also it is something that is going to allow you to get more in touch with your spiritual self, okay, and your creative beingness, because we're seeing this learning a new skill and investing your time in something, okay. So we do see that coming through. So something new that you will explore with the devil just represents maybe, you know, maybe starting a new business, seeing if it's going to make money. The devil is not always a negative thing. It just represents something material, something in this worldly plane that you can give yourself permission to feel like this every now and again. Okay, you can indulge in food sometimes. You can indulge in something sometimes, as long as you don't go overboard and get addicted to it, basically. Okay, you need to be able to control it. What you should be mindful of. Three of Pentacles. Well, this is pretty much saying that when you're doing something, okay, say you're indulging in something, don't forget that you're part of a community, okay? and we see that, you know, soul family community aspect there as well. It's saying that when you're trying something new or exploring something new, don't overdo it to the point where people will, or your environment will actually see you in a negative way, okay? Because you need to see each other, you need to collaborate, you need to communicate, and that's what you've been doing there. They're kind of supporting you, you're very successful. Don't let that ruin everything, okay? So that's what you need to be mindful of. Be mindful of your position within the community. Okay, that's what I'm getting here. And the message from the moon is relationships. Yeah, your relationships. Okay, be mindful of the relationships. How you connect with people. That's what I've been trying to say there. Okay, I am attracted to those people who serve my higher good. Okay, making sure that you are connecting to people for in a truthful way. Okay, you're not doing it in a way where it's just serving your purpose. Okay, do it in a way where it's for the better good of all. Okay, so that's what I'm seeing there. All right, Leo, that is for you. Let's move on to the next sign. So enjoy the new moon, basically. Okay, let's move on. Woo! Let's move on to Virgo. Okay, Virgo. This is Dilosh from Girl and to Moon. And we are going to be having a new moon. Oh, some say Aries, some say Pisces, but it starts off being in Pisces and then moves into Aries very quickly, okay, during the new moon. So it's generally an Aries moon, but it starts off with a Pisces energy, okay? So let's have a look and see what this means for you, Virgo, okay? Now, if you feel like you need something more personalized, okay, because this reading does not fully resonate with you, well, you can check us out at girlandtomoon.com, and you can have a look and see, maybe something may actually resonate with you there. Okay, a tarot reading, an astrological reading, or whatnot. Okay, so yeah, check us out at girlandtomoon.com. All right, let's move on to this reading. Okay, so questions which I will be asking as I shuffle the cards. So the energies or the theme of the moon for you, Virgo. What is it that you need to release and let go? We got these 1, 2, 3 cards. Okay, I'm just going to keep those there. How to get the most out of the moon. We keep getting these extra cards. I think there's a lot of work there for you, Virgo. Something new to explore. What to be mindful of. And we've got the message coming through with these cards, which are known as the Soul Journey cards. Just going to put these aside because we've got a lot of these cards coming through. Okay, so the first one is energies, or the theme of the moon. What we see is healing energies. Okay, King of Cups represents healing, something deep down. Okay, something deep down within you is healing during this time. It's not just a physical healing, it's a mind, heart, body complex healing. Okay, so there is this healing happening. The energies, or the theme of the moon, represents a healing coming through for you, and the healing usually relates to sound. Okay, with this card I feel it is relating to sound. So it could be like a healing method that involves sound, or it could be just you listening to music that makes you feel healed. Okay, I also feel as though there is this healing happening through some sort of something that you're drinking, maybe. Okay, because we're getting this little, water or fluid, or it could be you drinking water that you've blessed with love and light. Okay, so that is coming through. Lots of healing energy in this card. Okay, that's what I'm seeing. Let's move on to the next one. What is it that you need to release and leave behind? Okay, so we've got the Moon card. What you need to release is your fears, okay, or your confusion. If you're feeling like you're in the dark, now this is the moon. It can mean the dark moon, but something in your heart that is kind of like dark, or you're feeling like, you feel like you're restricted in some way. Okay, so something that's restricting you to connect to something from the heart, or it can be something your mind is restricting you from connecting to something from the heart, or because of confusion. Okay, that's what I'm getting here. The confusion is coming through. This could be based on fear. Okay, fear-based confusion. Okay, so what you need to release is the unclarity. You need to release the unclarity within your heart and free yourself from this limitation. Okay, so that's what I'm getting there. How to get the most out of this moon's energy. Let me just put these here like this so that we can have a look at them, and then I'll move them up there. Okay, so how to get the most out of this moon energy. Okay, if there's something that you need to do, that you're committed to, yes, with patience, without giving up, okay, halfway, with patience, being very responsible, but keeping your identity, okay, without losing your identity. In other words, whatever it is that you do not end up being in the in the back seat or back, and allowing others to be in center stage. Okay, this is saying commit to something, but do not lose your identity. Do not lose your power. Do not lose your identity, individual identity and your independence, and do not lose your power, your feminine power. You're getting this feminine power coming through. Okay, so there could be something that you are involved in, you are attending to, etc. Okay, and this one here, how to get the most out of it. Do not hold on to emotional things. So if someone says something, yeah, whatever, I'm moving on. Okay, so it's like it's saying, don't let others manipulate you. Okay, realize that you're committed and responsible. You're an individual that has her own or his identity, and you are powerful. You have your own power, okay, and your ability to be productive and resourceful and creative, and you're also able to move on and not let others get under your skin, basically. Okay, so this is how you can get the most out of this moon's energy. Okay, just go, yeah, whatever, and move on. Just know that you're strong. Okay, you can do it. That kind of energy. Okay, so that's what I'm seeing there. Let's move on to the next question. Something new to explore. This could be anything. Okay, it could be a new skill. It could be a workshop. It could be a new work situation, a new job training. It could be absolutely anything that involves you learning, okay? Learning something, being trained in. It could be a craft, a skill, okay? So absolutely anything that's coming through. What you need to be mindful of. Okay, it's not about succeeding in this, whatever you start, okay? It's not about success. It's not about ending things before everyone does, okay? It's about the process. So this is like understanding and being in the moment through the process, okay? That's what this is telling me, okay? It's not about succeeding. It's not about being the first to finish things, okay? It's about being present in the moment as you experience everything, okay? And kind of like milking those moments, okay? That's what it is. Message from the moon, grief. So, yeah, this is like, if you're confused, we're seeing that grief energy there, but there's a lot of healing coming through here, okay? And also here, if anyone gives you grief, move on. Like, if anyone kind of like gets under your skin, move on. This is saying, I understand that losing something is an opportunity to appreciate it. Okay, grief doesn't only necessarily mean losing something. It could be because something, losing an opportunity, or not necessarily just losing someone, or it can mean absolutely losing absolutely anything. Okay, an opportunity, an ability, a position, a job, qualification. So the grief here is telling you that we have these emotions, okay, for a reason. Okay, so yeah, working on the grief, that's what this is telling you. That's the message from the moon. Okay, let's move on to the next sign. So that is for you, Virgo. Enjoy the new moon energies. Moving on to the next sign. Okay. So, Libra. This is Dilosh from Girl Into Moon. Okay, so this is a reading for all Librans out there, and it is based on the new moon that will be occurring on the 21st of March, okay, 2023. It starts off being as a Pisces new moon in the beginning, but very quickly turns into an Aries new moon. So we kind of like feel both the energies, okay? So Libra, if you've got any of those signs anywhere in your chart, you know, especially, you know, like your ascending, your moon, etc., this could also be affecting you in some way, okay? But how? I don't know, okay? But if you want something more personalized, okay, you could go to our website and check us out. Maybe you may resonate towards something that's going to give you a little bit more enlightenment in regards to your experiences or your life, etc. Okay. So let's have a look and see what's coming through for Libra. I've got questions here that I will be asking as we get the cards coming through. So the energies or the theme of the moon for Libra, please. Let's see what comes through. What is it that Libra needs to release and leave behind? We've got those two jumping out. So it jumped out means that this is something you really need to release and let go. Okay, so that's very important to understand. How to get the most out of this moon's energies. Something new to explore. What is it that you need to be mindful of? And the message we have, message from the moon, Mama Moon. Okay, these cards are known as the Soul's Journey cards. No, not that many lessons, Libra. Not that many lessons. Hopefully not. Okay, I just want one card. Thank you. Well, you got two. So far, you're the only one that's got two cards in that position. All right. Let's have a look at the first card, which is energies or the theme of the moon. 8 of Wands. Oh, okay. So 8 of Wands is all about, it's like moving on, okay? It's like moving on, moving forward. This could mean travel, but moving on not just physically, this is also energetically, like it can represent communications. This card traditionally is known as the arrows of love. Now, if we have a look at this card in the Rider-Waite Tarot, the traditional tarot, in other words, we see this card, okay? So when you look at this card, it looks like telephone lines, okay, pretty much, anyway, known as arrows of love, okay? So it just means that there are a lot of things up in the air and they're not settled as yet, okay? But means that there's a lot of communication happening. There's a lot of maybe emails, phone calls, etc. But nothing's settled, nothing's grounded as yet, okay? It could also mean like a lot of talk about travel, but nothing's happened yet, okay? So it can be like discussing something with another or another person on the phone, or writing to someone or emailing someone, etc., etc. But nothing's settled. There's still like movement happening here, okay? So that's what I'm getting here with this energy, unsettled energy coming through, okay? It could also represent news coming out of nowhere, like sudden news. It could mean like suddenly you get a message from someone, suddenly you get a phone call from someone. It could be like you need to act rapidly with speed because there requires some sort of change, okay? It's like important news that you were maybe waiting for, okay? After delays and frustrations and cancelling of plans and so forth, okay? So that's the kind of energy. It's like quick, sudden as well. So we have to kind of look at the polarity of these cards. So the energy with this. That's how it comes. For some of you, it may be like things happening very quickly. For some of you, it could be like still nothing's been settled. Okay, there could be like a lot of news coming through, but nothing's happening yet. Okay, it could be like delays and cancellations or on the wait list and things like that. Okay, that kind of energy. Okay, so that's just through around the moon, the energy around this new moon. Okay, so what is it that you need to release and leave behind? Okay, we've got the Knight of Pentacles and Three of Pentacles here. So these are very grounded, earthy kind of energies coming through, which represent being resourceful, being productive, working, being, you know, doing things with patience, waiting for things to happen patiently. Okay, this is like being very patient, being very methodical, taking it slowly, not forcing it. Collaborating, communicating, waiting for others to take action in a situation. Okay, so this is what you're releasing and leaving behind. So in other words, this is saying things are taking action because you're releasing and leaving behind, being patient and waiting for things to happen in people that you work with, okay, or collaborate with or communicate with. Okay, so things are actually taking action here. Okay, so how to get the most out of this month? Explore. So we're seeing the star here, which is like you're being guided, a wish is coming true, you're being guided. So listen to the guidance that's coming through. What is the guidance? It could be a gut instinct, it could be intuition, it could be clairvoyancy, it doesn't matter how you get your guidance. Everyone's different. Okay, and it's saying explore. Go out there and explore. Okay, so how to get the most out of this moon's energies? Listen to the guidance. What is it that you feel deep down? What is it that you see? What is it that you envision? Go and explore that. Okay, that's how you should get the most out of this moon's energies. Don't delay it. Don't deny it. Okay, that's what I'm seeing there. Something new to explore. This could mean a two-way thing. It could be, you know, this actually could be like working with another entity, like a business or a person. Okay, so working with them that involves an exchange of the material, such as money. Okay, so this could also be the exchange of resources as well. Okay, so something new to explore, maybe exchanging information. It could be exchanging like, it could be like, if you do this for me, I'll do this for you, kind of thing. Okay, so it's like a giving and receiving energy here. Make sure that there are no strings attached into this situation. Okay, so it's not like, if you do this for me, I will do this for you. It should be rather, if you can, I can also do this for you. Okay, it's not like forcing the other party to do something for you so that you can do something for them in return. It's more like, let's exchange mutually. Okay, that kind of energy. That's how it should be. Okay. What to be mindful of? Not being stubborn and being adaptable is very important. That is something that you need to be mindful of. It is also saying that you should be more adaptable, okay, but by prioritizing. Okay, you have to prioritize according to your own life and then be adaptable. Okay, watch out money, watch out for money. Okay, how you handle your money is also very important. Now the messages that I'm getting for you: forgiveness and humor. Okay, that's what I'm getting. Forgiveness and humor. So forgiveness, I acknowledge that harboring resentment blocks the flow of love. Okay, forgive. and humor, I choose to focus on the lighter side of life. Okay, that's also coming through. That's the message from the moon for you, Libra. Okay, so enjoy this moon's energies. Let's move on to Scorpio. Okay, so Scorpio, this is Dilosh from Girl Enter Moon, and we have a new moon coming up on the 21st of March 2023. It is, we know it as an Aries new moon, but it starts off as being as a Pisces new moon in the beginning. Okay, so in the beginning, you will feel those Pisces energies, and then it will mature into the Aries new moon energies. Okay, so it could, if you've got Pisces anywhere, it could be like affecting you because it's like the end bit of Pisces that is moving into the new bit of the beginning of the Aries. Okay, or maybe you've got Aries somewhere in your chart. But if you don't know much about your astrology, that's okay. Just, you know, listening to this reading is enough. As long as you know your moon sign, ascending sign, and your sun sign, okay. But if you want something more in depth, you can check us out at girlentermoon.com and have a look and see. Maybe you may find something that actually resonates with you. Okay. So let's have a look for Scorpio and see what comes through. All right, we've got 6 questions here. So the first question is energies or the theme of the moon for Scorpio. Let's have a look. What is it that you need to release and leave behind, Scorpio? How to get the most out of this month? Oh. Or should I say this moon energies? Something new to explore. We've got 2. Okay. What is it that you should be mindful of? Okay. I knew that you were going to jump out. And the message from the moon, I will be using these oracle cards. They're known as the Soul's Journey cards. It actually revealed itself. Okay, we've got that card there. That's the message that's coming through. That's the first thing that actually is coming through. And it's saying that you need to balance. So the energy that I see here, it's all about high harmony. Okay, high harmony through nurturing. Okay, that's what I'm seeing there. Balance. I bring a state of perfect harmony into my world, and I do so without judgment. That's what the message is. So the message came through very first, the very last question. All right, let's see what these questions, these cards are saying about the questions. So the energies or the theme of the moon, 2 of Cups. Okay, so we've got the duality energy there of the 2 of Cups, 2 of Cups, 2 of Hearts. 2 hearts beat together as one. So it can involve something to do with relationships, anyone that you connect with. It does relate to connection, okay? Connection and compromise. It's about also, you know, not just about connecting to another entity as, say, a business or another person, a being, a human being, but it can represent connecting to your inner self, okay, your shadow side, okay. It could also relate to that. It does relate to connecting, compromising, okay, and balance. We've got that balance coming through there, finding balance through love. Okay, love is there. That's very important to know. Okay, so that's the energies of the moon. You will feel this energy of love. if not romance, you know, it feels very loving. The energy, there's a lot of love there, okay? So what is it that you need to release and leave behind? Now, the Seven of Swords here represents a mental aspect of yourself, which is not acknowledging the truth. Okay, so if you've been not acknowledging the truth of a matter, of a situation, and ignoring it, okay, so this is something that you need to release and leave behind. You need to acknowledge it. You need to speak your truth. You need to express the truth or acknowledge the truth, to be able to find a balance. And this could be like health, or if it's not related to health, it's, you know, finding balance within your whole system, mind, body, spirit, complex system, okay? How to get the most out of this moon's energy? Go outdoors and do some, you know, physical activities like walking if you can. It's going to really help you. The King of Wands here represents moving around physically in nature. Okay, it's about releasing something that's been there for a long time. I feel that energy coming through there with those cards. Okay, to be able to find a balance, you need to release it, you need to vent it off, you need to allow that energy to come out, okay, which may mean that you need to do some physical activity. This could also represent someone in your life that helps you to readjust and balance and bring harmony to your beingness in some way or other, by helping you to adjust something in your life. So it could be someone that allows you to adjust at the mental level, but this is more like the physical, in the sense that relates to, I'm getting more like, not the thoughts, but more related to the nervous system. Okay, so it could be like maybe a chiropractor that does some adjusting or something like that, okay, to bring harmony into your physical beingness. But I'm getting more like, you know, being outdoors is going to probably help you to find harmony within yourself. Being able to find more will and power and courage and confidence, okay, to be able to assert yourself. You need to feel the physical aspect of your structure, okay, your temple, your body, to start moving around, which is strengthening the legs and bones and the glutes and the muscles, and allowing the blood to flow and so forth. And I get that coming through with that energy. I feel that strongly. Okay, so how to get the most out of the moon's energy? Doing something active in nature. Okay, that's what I'm getting basically. Something new to explore. This one got 2 cards. So we got 5 of Wands and 2 of Pentacles. So 5 of Wands is challenging yourself, okay? I'm getting like challenging yourself or challenging a situation, going all in to something, okay? So it can be like doing some sort of physical activity, okay? Or confronting a situation that you've been ignoring, okay? And finding balance and harmony in it, which is going to bring more harmony and balance into your physical beingness as well. That's what I'm getting there. Okay, this is also showing me that maybe you should try out something physical to do, you know, like a craft or something. Okay, something new to explore. Maybe 2 different crafts or something like that. Okay. What you should maybe be mindful of: don't overextend yourself. Okay, even though you are asked to do all of this stuff here, don't overextend yourself to the point where you're spreading yourself thin, okay? One bit at a time, okay? That's what I'm seeing there. Slowly but surely you'll get there. This is saying balance. Do things in balance. Find balance, okay? Everything's all about balance. And we've got that Two of Cups there and Two of Pentacles there, which represents balance as well, okay? So that's what I'm seeing for you, Scorpio. Enjoy this moon's energies. All right, let's move on to Sagittarius. Hi there, Sagittarius. This is Dilosh from Girl and to Moon, and I will be doing a reading for all Sagittarians out there. Okay, so it is based on this new moon that's going to be occurring on the 21st of March 2023. Now, this new moon starts off as a Pisces new moon, but it will move into Aries very quickly. Okay, so it's actually an Aries new moon. Okay, but it will start off as being a Pisces new moon in the beginning, early stages of the moon. Yes, it will actually affect people who have that sign somewhere in their chart as well. So if you've got any, if you've got Pisces or Aries in your moon or ascending, this could also affect you in some way. All right, so let's have a look and see what comes through for you. Okay, I've got these questions that I will be asking, and the cards will reveal themselves relating to the question. So the energies or the theme of the moon for you, Sagittarius. What is it that you need to release and leave behind? How to get the most out of this moon's energies. Something new to explore. What you should be mindful of. And a message from the moon. So we've got two cards as a message from the moon for you. Let's have a look. The energies or the theme of the moon. We got the Emperor. So the Emperor, it can relate to, this can relate to your father, or it can relate to your partner if you're a female, a male that is highlighted in your life, okay? Or even if you're not a female. So a male partner, a male business partner, a father figure, okay? So that's what I'm getting here. Someone that's highlighted in your life that is a male figure, okay? That's what I'm getting. So the energies or the theme of this moon is pretty much kind of like around this energy, okay? This has also something to do with the people around you, okay? The people that you connect with. It has also something to do with how you spend your time with your partner if you're committed, okay? There could be a lot of this feeling grounded, feeling secure, but there's also something to do with connecting in a romantic way as well. I do get that energy coming through. I also feel like the possibility of, maybe something to do with pets, okay? Because I do see that eagle there, whether it represents a pet or your feeling of your strength, okay? It could be like an animal totem here as well, okay? Like all birds of flight being your animal totem, for example, okay? The Emperor is also about grounding, okay? Finding your place, your roots. It does represent your there is a connection to the mineral aspect of the earth, which is where all the memories of each cell of the physical bodies that have decomposed in the earth, which is the mineral of the earth, the memory of the earth. Okay, each cell is like a memory, and it is part of the earth, and the earth is your roots. Your roots are there, your ancestors are there. It does have something to do with your ancestors, your grounding, your connection to the earth, and home, where home is, where you connect. Do you belong here or not? You know, that kind of feeling. You may feel these energies in the beginning of the new moon. Now, I don't know, everyone, you know, if everyone's different according to where they are, firstly, in location, okay, and the degrees of how this Aries or Pisces may be affecting you, if, you know, wherever it is in your chart. But this feels very much connected to that earthly, grounded, roots, ancestral kind of connection. Okay, that's what I'm getting here. And it does kind of feel like something to do with how you feel where you are. Do you feel grounded? Do you feel like you can put roots down where you are, etc.? Or do you feel like you need to move somewhere else? Is there a male figure that is kind of like holding you where you, maybe where you don't belong, okay? Or you feel like you need to be somewhere else, okay? That kind of energy is coming through with this card, okay? What to release and leave behind. We've got the moon energy here, which represents your confusion. Okay, so again, I'm getting this confusion relating to this Emperor energy. So your confusion. Now, Sagittarius, if you're single and you've met someone that is a potential partner and you're confused, it's saying release your confusion. If you're confused about where you are and where you're living and whether it's the right place for you or not, it is saying release your confusion. Okay. If you have confusion about your partner that you're committed to, it is saying release your confusion. Okay, so in other words, don't be confused. Don't allow yourself to be confused. There's nothing to be confused about. That's what this is saying. Okay, how to get the most out of the month? Stop being so nostalgic. Why are you always looking into the past? Okay, that's why you're feeling so confused. Stop being so nostalgic. Okay, the other thing here is that you should involve kids too, if you've got kids around you, okay, pets, kids, whatever, doing some sort of craft activities, creative activities. We see children in this card, but also your childhood. Something that you used to do when you were a child may also come up, okay? It could be like you've always wanted to do some sort of craft. It's coming up, you're doing that, okay? That kind of energy. But if you're doing something and you've got children around you, it's time to involve them in this activity as well. Have fun. Don't be nostalgic. Don't get stuck in the past, okay? That's what I'm seeing here. How to get the most out of the month. Being present, okay? Something new to explore. Okay, so something new to explore. We've got this Hierophant card, which represents, it's a tried and true path, something that's been done before, that something traditional. I mean, I know someone who's a Sagittarius and they're doing something at the moment like weaving. Okay, so it could be like, yeah, that's a traditional thing, it's a craft, you can do that and you can involve kids. Okay. Yeah, very much so. Traditional, tried and true, something tried and true, okay? Something new to explore. It's new to you, but it's old. It's a traditional thing, okay? So that's what's coming through. What to be mindful of? Don't expect perfectionism, okay? So don't be so perfect in this situation. this is also saying that you need a balance in your mind. Okay, so unclarity here, okay, and clarity about where you are and how you should be, etc. It's saying you need clarity, you need balance in your mind. The message for you: honesty and blame. So you need to be honest with yourself, and you need to stop blaming, whether it's yourself or others. Okay, honesty. I can't always expect the truth from others, but I can expect it from myself. Be honest. Okay, stop being confused. Basically, be honest if you want to say something to your partner, if you're committed. Okay, tell them exactly what you feel or what you think. Okay, blame. I accept responsibility for my well-being. So don't blame others and don't blame yourself. Blaming yourself will result in possibly physical ailments in the long run. Okay, so forgiving yourself. Forgiving is very important. Okay, so that's what I'm getting for you, Sagittarius. Okay, enjoy the new moon energies. Moving on to Capricorn. Oops. Okay. Oh, by the way, introduction. Hi there, Capricorn. This is Dilosh from Girl to Moon. I'm just getting a bit sidetracked here. Okay, so this is actually a reading for all the signs, this time for you, Capricorn. It is relating to this new moon that we will be having on the 21st of March. Okay, and this new moon is actually starts off as a Pisces new moon, but quickly moves into being an Aries new moon. Okay, so yeah, if you've got Pisces anywhere, it will affect you, and as it moves into Aries, it will kind of like move away from that effect. Okay, so let's have a look and see what comes through for you, Capricorn. So I'm going to be asking some questions here. So the first question is the energies or the theme of the moon, okay, for you. What is it that you need to release and leave behind? How to get the most out of this month or this moon energy? Something new to explore. And what is it that you should be mindful of? We got this one standing out. And the message from the moon is going to come through these cards known as the Soul Journeys cards. Thank you. This one as well. Okay. 2 cards. So, energies or the theme of the moon. Queen of Swords. Capricorn. We're getting this Queen of Swords, which represents very much Mercury energy. Okay, so Mercury energy or Aquarius energy. What does that mean? It means that there's a lot of communication happening during this time for you. Okay, moving around, communicating a lot. It could also represent maybe doing things around the home. Okay, so it does involve maybe being at home doing a lot of communicating, and maybe you're writing out all of these emails and so forth. Okay, so we do see this. Maybe you're learning something as well. It could also be that. Okay, learning, maybe doing a short course or something like that. Okay, I also feel like there is movement here. So this could be like maybe you're moving around, you know, like driving around, doing a lot of errands and so forth. Okay, so that's the energy of the moon. So during the moon, I feel like this would be you. Watch what you say during this time. Okay, don't get into the don't get into a situation where you suddenly say something and break someone's heart, or get yourself in a quarrel or something like that. Okay, so before you say anything, make sure that you assess it in your mind. Okay, that's very important as well. What is it that you should release and leave behind? Indulging in things. So it's time to diet or fast or release something that is, something that you've been indulging in, like foods and drinks and so forth. It's time to release this. It's time to bring yourself into harmony. Okay, so the physical body into harmony. The Nine of Cups represents being, like indulging in things. So it's time to release and leave behind this situation, this way of being, indulging. Okay, so if you've been overeating, over drinking, or not taking care of yourself as much as you should, it's time that you do. Okay, that's what this is telling me. How to get the most out of this moon's energies. Maybe doing some physical activities. Okay, so doing something physical, going out there for a walk in nature, or this could also be like maybe doing something creative. Okay, but it does show something to do with nature, connecting to nature. So if you're in the northern hemisphere, maybe it's time to start thinking about putting seeds in the ground, doing some gardening or something like that. Okay. Something new to explore. We have the Page of Wands, which is like saying go out there and explore. So something new to explore. It could be absolutely anything, whatever tickles your fancy. Basically, it's saying just go out there and explore. Okay, exploring new things, new ideas, new concepts, new information. Absolutely anything that is new to explore. Okay, that's what I'm getting there. So it's kind of like open-ended. It's not like one specific or a couple of specific things. It's just saying just go out there and explore. What to be mindful of? Okay, so what you need to be mindful of is having alone time every now and again and grounding yourself. Okay, that's very important. You need alone time every now and again. Even if it's not, even if it's not alone time, you need time to yourself to just sit down and do nothing so that you recharge your batteries. Okay, even if you haven't been out socializing, it just means you need alone time to recharge. Okay. Message from the moon, balance. So we're getting this balance. I bring a state of perfect harmony into my world, and I do without judgment. So whatever you've been indulging in, this 9 is going to turn into this 9. Okay, overdoing something will become more still and calm, so you bring a balance to it. Okay, regret. I know that I cannot change the past, so stop regretting about what you did in the past. Okay, you indulged, maybe you put on a few pounds, doesn't matter. Okay, it's what's now that you should be focusing on. Okay, maybe you did something in the past and you regret what you did, it doesn't matter. Okay, whatever you're indulged in. So it's time to do what you have to do right now. Okay. That's what's coming through for you. Okay, so Capricorn, enjoy the energies of the moon. All right, so let's move on. Next we've got Aquarius. Hi there, Aquarius. This is Dilosh from Girl Into Moon, and this will be a reading for relating to, I should say, the new moon in Aries. Now this new moon on the 21st of March will start off as being a Pisces new moon, but will quickly change into an Aries new moon as it matures. Okay, and yeah, so the energies will shift. as it does kind of like become more and more the new moon. Okay, so the early hours of the new moon will be Pisces, and then it will move into being Aries new moon. Okay, so what does this mean for you, Aquarius? Let's have a look. Let's have a look and see what comes through for you. Okay, moving forward. I will be asking some questions as I shuffle the cards. Excuse me. Energies or the theme of the moon for Aquarius. What to release and leave behind, Aquarius. How to get the most out of this moon's energies. Something new that you should explore. So we got this one coming through. What to be mindful of. And the message from the moon will be coming through these cards, okay, which are known as the Soul's Journey cards. Okay, let's have a look and see what comes through. The energies or the theme of the moon. Seven of Swords. Okay. So, Seven of Swords basically points to acknowledging something. Okay. You need to be truthful about something. You need to acknowledge something. So, this is basically saying that if you've been denying something, okay, it's time that you acknowledge it. You should not be ignorant about it. You should not cut corners. You should not run away from the responsibility or trick someone or lie about a situation. Okay, getting a bit of a blur here. I'm just gonna, there we go. Okay, so that's what I'm seeing there. So it's saying that you need to be honest. Okay, honesty is important. That's what I'm seeing here. Try to make things right. Okay, that's what I see there. Try to make things right. All right. So what to release and leave behind? Confusion. Okay. The moon we see here is being confused about something, or something is, you know, like something may not feel like it's real on the surface. It's like, you know, pretty much like the energy kind of like feels like Alice in Wonderland kind of energy. Okay, it feels like in your mind you're kind of confused because this doesn't seem real, or it's too good to be true, or something like that, but it's true and you need to acknowledge it. You know, it's like that kind of situation, and it involves something that relates to either money or your physical body, something that is worth or has value. Okay, so that's what I'm seeing there. Okay, so what you need to release and leave behind is your confusion relating to a physical thing or something relating to a material thing. Okay, so if you were afraid, okay, about being tricked maybe, okay, because this represents trickery or betrayal. Okay, so energies of the moon represent trickery or betrayal, or this could even mean like theft. Okay, so what you need to do is you need to release and let go and leave behind these thoughts, okay, about something maybe you just recently thought of. Okay, this could also involve a female that is highlighted in your life, like a mother figure. Okay, it may involve someone like that in your life as well. How to get the most out of the moon's energy? Getting the Five of Wands, it is saying that you need to challenge a situation. Okay, so overcome a situation. There is someone there to support you. Okay, so you can overcome this situation. Challenge it. Okay, that's what I'm seeing there. With a challenge, with by putting effort into. Okay, that's what I see there. Something new to explore. So we're seeing something new to explore involves stability, money, luxury. Okay, so this could be like maybe your fear about something that has value, okay, that you're confused about, and it's become a huge challenge, okay, that you need to overcome, okay, and you need to acknowledge this. But this is saying that the new situation that you need to explore is the feeling of stability, security, or groundedness. This could even mean like, you know, you need to start embracing this energy to overcome this energy. Okay, so that's the kind of energy I feel in this card. So what is it that you need to be mindful of? Plans, waiting. Okay, it could be like waiting around for something to happen. What you need to be mindful of. Okay, planning for the future, seeing the big picture. It's like envisioning. So besides grounding yourself, feeling the luxury of the comfort or the stability, you also need to envision, okay, in your mind, by planning that within your mind. Can you see that? It's like the inside of your mind, okay? Envisioning that, planning that in your mind. Okay, so that's what I'm getting there. That's what you need to be mindful of. Don't stop envisioning, okay? Foresight, visions is also required to manifest something in your life. The message from the moon is abundance. So if you do this, you will actually attract the abundance. Okay. Abundance. We have a mantra here. It is saying, I am a limitless being and I can manifest whatever I desire in this physical reality. Okay, so that's what I'm seeing there. That's the message for you, Aquarius. Okay. So enjoy the moon's energies. Everywhere. Now, this is a new moon that starts off being a Pisces new moon on the 21st of March 2023, but very quickly will move into being an Aries new moon. Okay, so it may affect you in some way. Okay, so if you want more clarity, personally, try us, you know, like check us out at girlentermoon.com and see if there's something that resonates with you. You may decide to explore. Okay. All right, let's have a look and see what's coming through for you. I've got 6 questions that I will be asking. So the energies or the theme of the moon. Let's have a look. What to release and leave behind. I think I'm getting this one kind of like moving around. Okay. How to get the most out of the month. Something new to explore. What to be mindful of. Whoa. Okay. one came through. And a message from Mama Moon. I will be using these cards known as the Soul's Journey cards. Self-esteem, that's what we got. Okay. All right, let's start off. The energies or the theme of the moon. Six of Cups. Okay. So, what I see here is, have you been feeling a little bit nostalgic? You may actually feel like that. Okay, you may feel like you're kind of going back into the past, looking at your childhood. Okay, so the Six of Cups is kind of like feeling a bit nostalgic, kind of like feeling stuck in the past. Okay, that kind of energy. Okay, it also can feel a little bit like feeling alone. Okay, that kind of energy as well. What is it that you need to release and leave behind? Ten of Cups. So Ten of Cups is actually saying to me that if you have not been connecting, okay, fully emotionally, so this aspect is what you should be looking at. What is it that you're not doing properly? Okay, if you're feeling like empty, if you even like this one saying like, do you feel lonely? Do you feel like, you know, you're kind of like stuck in the past? This feels like, you know, do you feel like you don't have kids, or are you kind of like feeling like the lack of kids, or something that you value in your life or in your relationships or in your family is lacking, or something like that? Okay, these feelings are the things that you need to let go of, okay, leave behind. Okay, that's what I'm feeling here. How to get the most out of this moon. So if you are alone or you feel lonely, okay, this is actually saying that you need to have alone time. It's actually healthy for you. Okay, through that alone time, you will actually be guided. Your inner world will guide you. Okay, that's where you will be re-evaluating and contemplating on certain things that you haven't seen. Maybe you looked at by just at the surface level. So going inwards actually is going to help you by having this alone time. Okay. Something new. So that's how you can get the most out of this moon's energy, is just having alone time. The moon's energy, it's just a few hours. Okay. Something new to explore. Disconnecting yourself from others. Okay, this is actually saying having alone time is good. Okay, disconnecting from others, possibly even disconnecting from your phone and so forth. Okay, or disconnecting your phone, switching it off, for example. Okay, so something new to explore. Having alone time, disconnecting. Again, I'm getting that alone time energy coming through. Why this alone time? What is it that you should be mindful of? What's important, in other words, what is valuable to you? How you prioritize your life. What is important and valuable to you? Okay, you are spreading yourself thin by applying yourself to family and kids, maybe your environment, friends. Okay, so it's saying you need alone time. You need alone time. You need to prioritize your time and resources, not just time, and money. Okay, we also got this one saying self-esteem. Maybe gaining the self-esteem actually comes through you being able to have alone time. Okay, so I possess gifts of the soul that benefit me and others. Self-esteem. Okay, that's what's the message that's coming through. Okay, so that's for you, Pisces. Enjoy this new moon.